Hello, and welcome back to the Bardic Inspiration Network. I'm back! I am in a
Woo!
completely new country, in a completely new room, in a completely different place, and I am back to my regularly scheduled shenanigans. Um, we did not have Swords of Byroden this week, but hey, we got this gang right here. My name is Anne. I will be playing Aya of the Arashari, our little Lotus Den halfling ranger who honestly, I have no idea what she did last session. Eh? I guess we're finding out together. Um, gosh darn it. I am going to throw it over to Elle.
All right, I will catch that ball. Hello, friends. I'm Elle. And today I will be playing the lovely Leah, sniper of 16-year-olds and talker to horses. Also, occasional beetle. Just, for good times. And I need to remember my alphabet. But I think I'm passing it over to Jen.
Shit, that's me. Hello, hi. I'm Jen. I will be playing your friend. Friendly is a strong word. I will be playing your friendly local wood elven monk, Thea, who would sooner beat up Jimothy than help him up. And I believe I'm passing over to Mary.
Hi, yes, this is me. I'm Mary, she, her, and okay, if Thea is friendly, I guess that would quantify Rue as your stalker level malefactor who just won't fucking leave you alone. So that's the energy I'm going to be bringing to the table this session. Please don't let her around horses, but also please do. Let's find out what happens. And with a plea to not kill us this session, I'm going to pass it over to our fantastic, wonderful DM. Remember this plea, okay? Just
Hi, everybody. I'm Zev, your increasingly confused cat herder for this wonderful band of nerds. Uh, so, a quick recap, for my sake as much as anyone else's. Where last we left off, 3 of our wonderful band of misfits may or may not have instigated a small crisis with the leadership of Stilben. Shenanigans ensued over the course of their interrogation. Hidden doors were found, and possibly fake identities uncovered. However, there was one person we did not see anything of last time. So, Aya, let's have an adventure.
Uh-oh.
don't fucking kill our girl.
I'm afraid. That is not something I was expecting to scare me. I love adventures. I'm sure everything will be fine.
So, let us set the time machine for a little bit of the way back. Aya, you've had a point of curiosity. You've seen other members of the Ashari who had companions of the more bestial sort. And out here in the swamps, on what is not quite the ass end of Taldori, though some people may disagree with you, seems as good a place as any to try your hand at seeing if you can find some companion for yourself. Which brings us to the outskirts of Stilben, and brings us also to our first roll of the night as I ask you a question. How would you like to go about trying to find an animal companion? Also, you're muted, so I can't hear you.
Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. We're doing great, y'all.
We're doing it live, folks.
Ooh. So, um, I have options. Ooh, it's nice to have options. Okay, I was thinking like using survival to see like what kind of animals are in the area, like based off of whatever tracks are there. Like, who's been
Okay.
walking around here that looks like I can ride them? Eh?
Okay, roll me.
I mean, there's a tiefling.
No.
Persuasion, seduction. Let's go.
That is not the kind of animal handling I was
that
thinking
is
about.
not a.
Can I adjust my stats real quick? Don't mind me.
Just choked on my pretzel.
Okay. Roll me survival or nature.
Ooh, that's good. 22 for survival.
Okay.
Ooh.
You move around, and things are made a little bit difficult navigating even the periphery of the swamp for you because while there are dry patches and little raised islets, you are a halfling.
Am I up to my knees in swamp right now or up to my chest? Like, what is the
It's
swamp level here?
it with that roll, you never quite get submerged. You are able to fiddle your way around those places where stepping in would lead to you vanishing beneath the water. Uh, but it's never shallower than your belly button. Except when you are up on one of the little islets. You find a number of different footprints in the grassy, muddy soil. With a 20, was it 22 or 23?
It was 22.
Okay, with a 22, you find a couple prints that look like maybe it might be something large enough. One set of prints is not terribly deep. It is a canine paw print with webbing between its toes, and it is about the size of, well, it's bigger than your hand with your fingers spread out. The other thing you find is an avian footprint with three widely spaced toes and a shorter toe on the back. That one is actually a much deeper print than made by the owner of the canine paw.
And you said these are like, what are they? Claws, avian bird things.
Avian,
Claws, avian.
avian claw marks. There, you kind of put your foot over it, and it's bigger than your. It's longer than your foot.
Two of them. Oh dang. That I'm gonna investigate the canine footprints. I think if their claw footprint thing is bigger than mine, I probably don't want to mess with them. So I'm gonna investigate the other set of footprints and see where they lead.
Okay. So for that, tracking. I'm gonna say you can keep following the tracks. There's a couple places where it disappears into water, and you have to find it on the far side again. But you follow for about 10 minutes when you notice that the canine tracks, a set of paw prints splits off to the left, and another splits off to the right. And there's still a track going forward.
I would like to follow the track going forward and just see where that goes.
Okay. You follow that track for another 10-20 minutes. I'm going to ask you for a perception check.
$17.
Okay. You're moving along, and up ahead you hear.
Oh, how far away is the sound?
It's it doesn't sound terribly far.
Can I see the source?
Not
I'm going
yet.
to attempt to quietly approach as to not startle.
Okay, that is going to be a stealth check, if you'd be so kind.
15.
Okay, you sneak forward and poke your head around a fallen tree. At which point you see what is making the sound and has been making these footprints. It You've never seen anything quite like it. The creature is bigger than you. Not significantly, but it looks like you could if you could get onto its back, it could probably support you. Uh Vaguely canine features, very stocky body and long. Uh with a squarish head, short muzzle, and it's looking right at you.
Can I? Ooh, can I roll a animal handling, like to interact with it and be like, I'm friendly? Uh, I don't
Uh
know. I got nothing else to do. I don't want it to be angry at
yeah.
me.
I will say roll an animal handling for don't mind me, I'm harmless.
I mean, I'm literally 3 feet tall. 14.
Okay. It looks at you for a long moment, and without taking its black, beady little eyes off you, kind of puts its head down and snaps up another bite of the turtle that it has killed and is eating. Turtle,
Mm.
not turtle. Don't worry. uh, it did not kill a tortoise person.
Okay,
Donatello, no.
that is that is a good thing.
Muriel, no.
Okay, that's not helpful. I don't have anything.
Can't believe it's eating a
I
dog.
am just going to well, it's already eating and I don't think it'll
Mhm.
like rations, so I'm just going to try to get closer to pet it. I bet this
Okay.
I bet this guy's gonna be like, I'm eating, leave me alone.
Uh, that's gonna be another animal handling check.
Oof. I rolled a 10.
You start getting closer, and you just hear.
I think it's fine. I don't think that's anything to worry about.
I'm just. Let's see, what is in my equipment? I'm like, what can I use to bribe this animal?
Have you tried inordinate
No.
amounts of gold?
Here's some money.
That's a red dragon.
Get it another turtle, obviously.
Is
Find a buddy named
yeah,
Yodel.
can I find obviously enjoying what it's eating? Can I find another turtle to feed it?
Oh
Does it like
no.
have another one?
Not its family.
Adult turtle? Cousin?
Wow.
Okay.
Murder.
All the
I
Ninja Turtles.
Looking
No,
around.
I'm not.
Roll me a perception check.
I put out some pizza. I'm sure that'll get him.
21.
Wait, was that 21?
21. It was a 21, yeah.
You look at this wolf-like being. You're like, okay, it's eating a turtle. Must like turtles. You look around. You don't see any turtles, but you do see something, and what you see is a blocky canine head.
Ooh,
1,
friends,
2, 3, 4, 5.
of course.
I will say they are smaller than the one you are looking at.
Oh, they baby? They baby? Can I
They
identify
are
what
smaller.
these creatures are? Are they wolves or are they something else?
You may absolutely roll a
I'm
nature
not very
check.
smart. I am apparently kind of smart. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Only
So-
kind of smart.
In you've heard about these, and now that you've seen more of them, you can kind of start being like, okay, wait a second. You've heard about them. There are many different types of canids. Latin doesn't exist in Exandria. I'll have to think of something else to call them. Of quadruped predatory creatures that are not cats that live in Exandria. You've heard about all the different kinds of wolves, winter wolves, dire wolves. You've heard stories about a mythical wolf that may or may not be around Whitestone. Not sure about that. You've heard about something called a bush dog that are essentially they are wolves native to swampy, more woodland, water-based environments.
I have 5 days worth of rations, and I offer each cute itty bitty one some rations and see how they take it.
Okay.
While Mama's busy scarfing down a turtle.
You know what? Because they are puppies, I'm going to say roll me animal handling with advantage.
Oh my god, we're kidnapping one.
We're kidnapping all of them, obviously.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Hey, little buddies.
You kind of they're all moving inward, moving towards the bush dog that is eating the turtle. and you kind of put yourself where you can intercept each one. Most of them just kind of sniff, keep moving. One of them, the last one, not the smallest, but not the largest of these pups,
Is this the
sniffs.
runt? Is this the
It's
runt?
oh, very much not the runt.
Okay.
It's what we'll call this one medium-sized baby, a
Medium-sized
mid-range.
baby. Chunky baby. Chunky
Sniffs your
baby.
hands, and then its blunt, kind of heavy muzzle sniff, sniff, sniff past your rations, your wrist, up, up, and it gets kind of right in your face
Hi,
and
buddy.
does a bit of a nose, like a nose boop of like, don't
I I
sniff, sniff.
I I just let it happen. I just let it happen. Can I attempt to pet this cutie?
With an
Be like,
18,
"Ooh,
it
hi,
you
buddy.
absolutely pet it as
Hi."
it kind of lowers its head back to your hand with the rations and
Hi, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. I don't know how much time has passed in the adventure, but I think if there were multiple days, I'd just come back to visit this guy and just
oh, I mean,
feed
you've been
him.
out here for about an hour at this point.
Yeah, but I think like I would just do like regular visits. I don't know how many days,
Okay.
if it was like one day or multiple days, but I literally am just like, hey, buddy, we're friends now. And then,
Okay. So you were only gone for one day. So,
okay.
but you have found bush dogs, and this puppy appears to not be afraid of you.
Oh, buddy. Hi.
I will say he is almost as big as you.
Of course, not gonna be afraid of someone who's exactly their size. It's fine. Oh, buddy. Um, yeah, excellent. One
Okay.
friend. Exactly one whole friend. I win.
Yes. While this is happening, however, while you are making your friend and cultivating the loyalty of a silly little bush dog puppy, your friends of the bipedal nature are making their way from their absolutely not ill-fated interrogation of the mayor of Stillman.
Okay, first off, it was a conversation, a friendly conversation.
Every interrogation starts as a conversation. Friendly, unfriendly, depends on the person having that conversation.
Only if you're a coward.
And as I recall, we're making your trip down
Town.
into
I'm walking fast.
no.
I'm homebound.
Rocks fall. Everybody dies.
For once, it isn't just me.
I wasn't there.
Oh,
Everyone
And
except
Anne's the
Aya,
only
who
one
will be
blameless in this.
revived in the next adventure with her bush dog mount.
Don't forget
But-
my character Mia, the grung wizard.
Shh. God damn it. Into the basement where the guard had been imprisoned after his attempt to run away.
yes.
Yes.
Really quick, while we're walking there,
Yes,
we're
you
not
are.
like being escorted by anyone, are we?
No, you, for better or worse, intentionally or not, appear to have thrown the house into a certain state of panic.
Oh, so strange. I don't know how that happened.
It's almost as if
Weird.
they have shit staff.
You're
It's so
right. They should be able to
strange.
operate under crisis. I mean,
Traitorous, no good, dirty, rotten, corruptible, horrific staff.
yeah.
Yep.
So
And Jimothy.
As for yes.
and Jimothy. While we're walking, if we are in an area where I'm pretty certain no clasp members or Jimothy adjacent companions are able to hear us, I would like to just kind of like while we're walking to this interrogation, I'd like to turn to Leah and just say, can I ask you a kind of personal question that may sound a little rude, but I promise it's not coming from a place of judgment. It's just me trying to get to know what the boundaries are and how to best work with you.
I hate that you qualified personal, because now I can't be quite as snarky as I wanted to be.
I mean, you
But
can be super snarky. The straight answer would be or twisty
you can
answer.
ask me another question besides the question you just asked.
I don't remember what the question You know what? That doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go for it, and please don't slap me across the face. I'm very fragile. So like back there when I kind of made that guy's mind go fucky wucky. Accident, promise. Accidents happen. You seemed really concerned about him, and I'm just kind of confused because earlier you shot your shot and you didn't seem to care. So I'm wondering, like, what's the level of personal investment that we're getting into people we meet? Does that make sense? Just because I don't want to like offend or anything like that.
It's all right. Also, that was 2 questions.
I can't count. I never learned how to read. I don't know basic. The thing with the numbers. We don't know what a number is.
Ain't you a noble?
Never said I was a good noble.
That's fair. So, I don't like people who use their power to hurt others, especially the common folk who ain't got a way of fighting back. But the way I see it, when that man, when we, I guess, caused him enough stress that his brain decided to bleed and he decided to regress.
Is that what happened?
The best of my knowledge, yeah. But, I never got a fancy doctorate or anything. I just know, blood's probably bad and I know how to stop it.
Okay. Sorry, continue. He started.
It's all right.
Yeah.
He started as that type of person, the type of person who uses power to stand on the necks of others and make him fork over everything, otherwise they'll break. But when that happened to him, he wasn't that person anymore. He was just a common person who was confused and scared, and I don't want any common folk suffering, I don't
The
want
kid you took a
them.
shot at was like 17 and had terrible acne, and he like just joined up. I think he's a virgin.
In my defense, human ages are real hard to pinpoint because ages are real fucky just in general. I have no
Okay.
idea. Like 17 for me, I was a baby. I was like a little baby.
Okay. Wait, like how little are we
Wait.
talking? Are we?
You weren't off doing things at 17?
No, I was a baby. I didn't know how to do anything. Well, I knew how to like use my teeth because they had grown in at that point, but I didn't know like basic economics. Still don't know that, but as an example.
Fascinating.
Wait, why is
Yeah.
that fascinating?
I was competent by 15, 16. Learning before that.
I don't think that I remember before 15 or 16.
Wait, how old are you guys exactly? Did we go over this?
I think I'm in my 300s right now, so I still got a pretty long life ahead of me.
Holy shit.
How old are you all?
I can't help but notice you didn't answer the question. How old are you?
Oh, me?
No, Thea.
Oh, yeah, her. Let's go with that one.
Oh, I'm 25.
I mean, that's a baby.
Okay. I don't know what to do about that, really.
I was gonna let a child torture someone. This isn't right.
Wait, is this like child exploitation? Are you like not
I-
illegally
I'm
allowed
not-
to?
I'm not a child. I'm not a baby. Turns out, why would I be a baby?
You don't look
'Cause-
like a baby. You got a nice rack.
Thank you.
I mean, like, yeah, people, they look older than they are, but mentally, elf society. I mean, I didn't start like actually doing
That's
real
why.
things. Oh, did you not grow up with?
No, my I was raised in a bit of a melting pot.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah,
There was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I was around a lot of folks too, but it was mainly my family and some other elves. So I think they
Right.
tried to have us stick together just because we had a similar skill set.
I think at one point I read something about elven society. Well, I was brought up with the phrasing "they coddled their young," but I don't. But I expect you wouldn't see it that way.
I don't think my mama coddled me, no. But
Or at least coddled in that they didn't really go out on their own for a while.
No, we didn't go out on our own for a while, and I didn't go out on my own for a long while.
Right. I think my first solo mission was 15, 16.
My first solo trip didn't really go well, and duos also didn't go well. Gotta get a scar from somewhere.
Indeed.
Wait, they like send you out on. What are these missions? Is this like a trip to the grocery, like bring back milk, or?
I mean, it's
what
like
are we
it's
talking?
a real casual thing. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. I was trying to relate to the phrasing,
Okay.
It's a little too much to explain. But how old are you, Rue? Because you kind of blanched at that question.
Oh no, it's just more check DM. Has it been 23 years?
Yes.
Okay, I'm 23. I just, like I said, who knows? I don't know how to do math. And you can tell she's absolutely fucking lying through her teeth, and she's not even trying to hide it. The 23 is truthful. The whole bit about like doing math and stuff is not.
You don't gotta downplay yourself, right? I think you're
Ooh.
real smart.
Oh, no, I'm not. I mean, you were literally just talking. You're like, but you're a noble. And I mean, I get it. I don't speak Elven. I don't speak 7 languages. They'd never let me into like an embassy line of work or anything like that. But I have decent bone structure. So
You have great bone
Excellent
structure. Don't
cheekbones.
sell
Excellent
you.
yourself
cheekbones.
short.
That gets you really far. You would be surprised.
Excellent
You also-
collarbones too.
So she's like pulling down her shawl so you can get a better peek. I just absolutely. Hang on, I'll do a little unclip this. And I was just sorry, I don't know much about Elven culture, so 300 is really cool.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself old as balls, or like where are you?
Oh no, I'm I would say 20s.
Okay. Well, you look great. Also nice rack.
Thank you. I do
Can I
my
see your
best.
collarbones? Since we're sharing.
I mean, I've kind of got like the little turtlenecky thing. I don't really want to take off my cloak and then also the turtleneck.
That's true. I mean, we can all share a room later since I did get the guest room. But right, back to what we were saying. If it's a person in power, they're fair game.
Yeah, well, a person who abuses their power, like...
That's just a person in power.
Yeah, I know, but I can always hope.
Maybe you'll be the first who won't, you know.
That's not for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not as good at talking to people as you are, and I don't know, I'm not great at the social graces.
Don't sell yourself short. I can do 1+1, and you can say words in a person's direction. And Rue will like reach out her hand for you to shake as if this is like a very important bargain to agree upon.
Leah will shake Rue's hand.
I shake your hand and then I turn to Thea. You're also pretty cool, even if you go off a lot on your own and stuff like that. Can you tell me next time?
Oh, yes, yes.
And we'll reach out her hand for you to shake, because that's just what she's doing now.
Is this a binding pact? Because I sometimes forget.
It's a binding pact of friendship.
I will agree to friendship, and I will agree to do my very best to remember that there are people with me.
You know what? I'll take that. That's pretty good. You don't have to remember my birthday or anything like that. Don't worry about it. It's
I already know it. No, I'm just kidding.
Which brings us to the basement.
The sexiest part of the house.
Rue is absolutely looking for evidence of the 4 ladies. You literally
You're not the real dad.
Four ladies that this guy has on the side. So is there any evidence of them in this basement? I would like to make an investigation check.
Okay. So while the rest of you are noticing the prison cell, which looks like a converted storeroom, Rue is making an investigation check.
I am looking for panties. Oh, sick. That is gonna be a 5. Do I see any lingerie?
So, you coming from a noble background and having done your share of partying with the money your family made and living it up in the rapidly rebuilding capital city of Taldore.
Yep.
You're pretty familiar with multiple styles of exorbitant nightwear.
Yeah.
None of which are present in this basement. You find some crates that appear to have fruit. You do find one of those crates is from Marquette. Shut a little too tight for you to tell what's in it, but
hey, you should open that crate.
You guys absolutely see Rue attempting to open it, and she's like,
"Do you need help?"
Strength
and then
check.
when she notices that you guys are watching, she's like,
"Do you need help? We can help you with that."
There's stuff in there.
There usually are in boxes, yes.
Contraband, one might say.
Let's
go.
Hold on. Leah's going to go over, and is there a seal or anything on this box?
Yes, there are. You can see the rim. You can see where it's been literally nailed shut.
Nailed shut. Okay.
It's contraband. I mean, we don't have to open it. I mean, I got super weak wrists.
I'm going to... Can I attempt to open it?
Make me a strength check.
Absolutely, I will. Is that athletics or just straight strength?
Just straight strength.
Dang it.
Strength, if you will.
Can't do anything straight.
I'd like to try and angle to get a good look at her collarbones while she is straining to open this crate, if I may. It's just like a nice little spot. So I'm gonna do that.
They are
Okay,
covered, so you don't get a very good look.
I am not letting you roll for Ogle.
Damn it.
That comes at later points of this in the campaign.
You
All right,
motherfucker.
that
Worth a
is
shot.
pretty good. That is a 22 for my strength check.
Oh yeah, no, you're like okay, and and you get a little pissed off, and you just set your grip and yoink, revealing the interior of the crate is filled with straw. Bedded in that straw are produce from the continent of Marquette. There are melons that are larger than any grown in. Shut up, Jen. That are larger than any grown in. Mary? I will let sunlight into Descendra's haven. Don't you tempt me. uh, Oranges and mangoes. It is fruit. It is a box of fruit.
Can I take out one of the watermelons and tap on it a little bit?
You can.
Is it a watermelon noise or is it the noise of something else?
It is, in fact, not a watermelon because I didn't say what kind of melon you were.
Oh,
you were
that's
seeing.
true. What
It-
kind of melon is it?
It's a cantaloupe.
Okay, what kind? Is it a cantaloupe noise or is it not a
It
cantaloupe
is
noise?
a proper cantaloupe noise, which for those of you who are wondering in the audience, sounds like marital disappointment and authoritarian parental figures.
Oh God. Put that back. I don't want to be near that anymore.
I
Okay,
tap
is it
on
just
it
me,
and
or
it
does
says,
Cantaloupe overhyped?
It is.
I tap on it and it says, "You've never been good enough for me, son."
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh shit. I just do a quick look for panties inside. Anything?
In the watermelon or in the cantaloupe?
Yeah, in the fruit. Yeah, you never know. I just look in the fruit thing just to see any panties.
Okay, we need to give context for the chat. So in the chat, someone made the elope joke for cantaloupe, and Zeph made the same joke in our personal chat, and I think that's hilarious.
This is the kind of moment you can only get at a streamed game. Whoever made that joke, thank you.
Life imitates
I
art.
I would say I see you, but I don't.
That is
But-
in fact my father.
I need to stand up. Oh God.
Hi, Dad.
Wait, your actual dad?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's my actual father.
I hope you're feeling better.
Hi, Elle's dad.
Hi.
We're all
totally
suddenly
here,
very
I promise.
sheepish.
Oh, I have no shame. Watch, I have more.
I just realized. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself now.
But yes, all you find is fruit.
All right. I will put the lid. I will examine all of the fruit first, just to make sure there's nothing contraband inside of the fruit.
Okay, it is all what it appears to be, except for one of the mangoes, which is overripe. So when you tap it, it just goes squat.
Ew.
Oh.
And I will wipe the mango juice off of myself. And then I will put the lid back on the crate and I will cast mending to make sure that it is perfectly sealed once again.
With a broken mango.
No, I don't put the mango back.
That's your mango now.
That's my mango now.
Are you just holding it?
Leah's gonna eat the mango.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Thea looks. Oh my God. Thea looks at our friendly local good luck charm. we'll say. Rue,
Hmm?
this is why I sometimes go off on my own.
Oh.
Did y'all want any?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna sort of lean into Thea, but you'd miss out on some important intel because 3 eyes are better than 6 eyes are better than 2.
I think it would be 8 eyes are better than 6 because if the 3 of you were together and I'm off,
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm
not
gonna
the
take
point.
your word for it. I don't think he had sex in this dungeon.
Not much of a dungeon. It looks more like a storage basement. Unless it doesn't. Does it, Zev? Is there anything spicy in here? Not like sexy spicy, just spicy in general. Things that you wouldn't expect to find in a basement.
Well, there is a crate of spices.
Oh, okay.
Drugs.
Any kind of hidden things, such as openings, containers, people, for example.
Well, about that,
Yeah.
one of these details you can see right away. The store, there's a storeroom with a grated door,
Our friend.
and the guard is inside. But if you would like to roll an investigation check to look for hidden doors, hidden people,
Yes, please. Yeah. Okay, it's not bad. 16.
okay. With a 16, you find a grand total of absolutely nothing.
Excellent. Thea just kind of straightens up from where she's been checking behind a crate and just goes, "Yep, that's it. There's nothing else here except for the guy." Hi, guy.
Hey, Zev.
Me.
Hey, Zev. Hi.
Yes.
Are there any seeds in the mango? I assume that there has to be something, right?
There is all the things you
There-
would normally expect to find inside a mango.
Great.
There should be a pit in the mango. It's like
Yeah.
in the middle of the mango.
Yeah. I'm going to use Druid Craft and I'm going to grow more mangoes with the mango.
This is how we start our monopoly. This is how it all
Okay,
begins.
so you cast Druidcraft on the mango pit. Now, you may have several centuries of life under your belt. You may have done a bit of traveling. However, as soon as you cast Druidcraft, you realize you maybe did not think this through.
Uh-oh.
As what happens
Mango tree.
is the mango pit sprouts.
It should just be like a little sprout. It shouldn't be anything
Oh,
big.
it does not go straight to a tree, but what you don't
Okay,
get
good.
is a new mango.
Yeah, I
What
know.
you get is a mango sprout.
I know. I'm gonna go plant it.
Where?
In our friend.
Okay, so we gotta steal the horses, and then we gotta find a farm and buy it so we plant the mango and have a place for the horses to live.
Why don't we
From-
start with talking to our friend over there, and then we
Speaking
can
of
worry
which,
about the mango.
From inside the storage room, you hear hello? Is someone out there?
Okay, hang on. Watch this. I would like to please sneak up to the. I kind of like I start to move and I turn back to Rue. I'm just like, I might look like I might look like I've gone. I have not gone. I'll be right back. I would like to kind of like sneak up to the door like of the cell, and like pop up in front of it and just be like, "Hey."
Okay, roll me stealth.
I want to scare the pants off him, not literally because I don't want to fuck him, but like Okay, that's not terrible. 16.
Okay, you did it. Ha!
No, actually, ha!
And-
I just like I do that thing where it's like like you're silent, you're like peering through a door, and then a face appears in it.
You're gonna make him drop his croissant. Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
He's just looking at you. Wait.
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
It is. We haven't finished a conversation. I have some friends also.
Great. Great. So,
So where are the boxes?
what boxes?
Mm-mm. No, you want to keep your fingers, right? Where are the boxes?
I don't know.
Why don't you tell me who does know?
I.
I would like to start pantomiming behind her. I don't know if I'm in full sight of this guy. I would like to finagle so I'm like in full sight, but I am behind Thea, and I want to start pantomiming someone chopping off my fingers and like just miming screaming bloody murder, just like miming pliers, going for the fingernails, going for the teeth, the whole thing. Just I'm absolutely miming what's gonna happen to him, and just occasionally like stop and just to see if he's watching and then go back to it. It's probably should I roll performance for this? Holy shit.
Please do.
Please. Oh my god.
Okay. What is my performance? Oh, my sheet.
69.
Heyo. It's 420. Tell me your secrets. No, in fact, it is that would be a 10.
Doesn't seem to be paying you much attention.
That's a little inaccurate, Rue.
What should I
But,
be doing? Sorry.
The angle is all wrong.
I don't know her name.
Okay, but you know it's a her. That's an excellent start to keeping your fingers. Now for your toes. Is there a drop point that you have scheduled or a meeting that you have scheduled? Because there's always a meeting, right?
No,
Can I
the money.
can I get a feel for if he is bullshitting us?
Yes, roll
Yay.
me insight.
I'm taking
Nice.
notes from Leah and improving my
I will not be
performance
rolling you insight. That's an
theatrically.
11.
Could I also roll insight since I'm in the room?
Yes.
Because you're inside of him.
I am
Heyo.
inside of him. Woo!
I will close this stream down.
You
really
You
don't
can't.
have the
I'm running the
power.
stream, Zeph.
You're
I
no
will
friend of
find
your
a
own
way.
making.
That is a 19.
Oh, thank God.
Not lying.
Leah gives a little nod to Thea.
Excellent. Keep telling the truth, and you might even get to keep your ears. So, tell me about what you were paid to do. And I don't mean keeping an eye on this place. I mean with the crates. I believe there were 7, 8 of them.
I wasn't paid to do anything with the crates. I just get paid to not notice when things are
Fantastic.
happening.
So when are things happening that you're not going to be noticing?
I mean,
And where?
I haven't been paid in a little while, but look, if I tell you, and he kind of gets up, walks over to the bar. If I tell you, will you let me out?
Not up to me, but those eyebrows are looking awful flammable.
He backs off and gets away from the grate.
I turn to Rue. I'm just like, see, soft touch.
I'd just give her a thumbs up. I'm still like trying to adjust my performance ever so slightly. What about this, Leah? Is this better? I'm like doing another angle. I'm like trying to fake my death right now.
It happened a couple. The last time was a little while ago when, out by the river bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just paid to not notice if there was any sounds of violence, stuff like that.
Fantastic. Now, were there any to not notice?
Yes, there were.
Fantastic. And not to say that you would notice anything, but if you were to notice anything, hypothetically, do we have an idea of when and where the next incident of not noticing will be?
No, I usually get paid like a couple days before it's gonna happen.
And where does this person come to find you?
They don't. I saw them once.
So a dead
Uh,
drop.
if you call my bunk a dead drop, yeah, I guess.
Fantastic. You saw them once. Tell me about it.
Uh,
And I turn around and I'm like, oh, you all can ask questions too. I'm just here to threaten.
From the floor where Rue's been trying to do just like a dead drop for a while, you hear, "How did you know it was a woman? If you've never seen him."
the person I saw was a woman.
Great. Tell me about it. A little more.
She was human, uh, little taller than me. I guess that might have been her shoes. Long black hair.
Lo-
Dressed like she had money.
Long black hair. All right. Interesting. The horses said that was the dark hair down to the small of her back.
Yes. Uh, uh, might have been. It was in a braid. Uh, that it could have been longer. If it wasn't, I don't know.
What were her collarbones like? Were they nice?
I didn't. What do collarbones have to do? What?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Take that as a no. And Rue's like getting up and dusting herself off. She's kind of like wincing a little bit because she's not really good at those dead drops yet.
And did these did the not noticing start about 11 months ago or so?
Uh, yeah. How did you
Lucky guess.
uh, uh, um look? I don't want any trouble. I just
How
kind of
did
backs
you?
further away.
How did you initially? Oh, that's not going to help you. If we want to get in, we can get in. How did you manage to get into this gig in the first place?
Oh,
Did you
I
notice
knew a
something and they
guy.
offered you not to?
Oh, that gig. Well, I thought you meant had I become a guard, and
Oh no, I don't give a shit about
like,
that.
interesting stuff. Oh, okay.
Well, wait, hang on. I'm interested. You said it's
Rue-
interesting. What's it about?
Rue, we
Oh,
can
sorry.
talk about this later.
How do you, get into the criminal?
I look. Things get kind of dull in this town, right? As out of nowhere, I I was out with some of my compatriots at a establishment, and
Okay, you're gonna want to give names. The
An
establishment. What was it called?
establishment. An establishment, you say?
yes, it's the feathered nest.
I imagine that's that's where they might where you might find the services bit of goods and services.
Um, I mean the folks who work there are they're real friendly.
I'm sure they are.
And I was just there with um and
Look, as long as you pay your dues.
I pay. I always pay. Happy to pay. Happy to support them. Everyone's got to make a living, right? But I was approached by I had a tab. I'd worked up a bit of a tab, and I was approached by someone who said they could clear it if I did them.
How do
did
you
them
work
little
up a
favor.
tab at a place like this? The drinks are super cheap.
It wasn't the drinks.
His
Was that
face
the
is
drinks?
turning
Was it the
more
food?
red.
It sure. I suppose it could have been something he ate.
You see, Rue has absolutely no idea the exact nature of this establishment and is trying very hard to concentrate.
Tell you about it later.
Okay.
But they said they could cover my tab if I was willing to do just kind of pretend I'm hard of hearing on a night.
Okay,
Let's
what
see.
did they look like?
That one was a guy, red hair,
Okay.
about my height. Real
Like my
real
red, lighter,
tall
darker?
fellow. Red like flame.
Lighter, got it. Does this ring any bells as far as anyone we've passed in town today?
Nope.
Cool.
Anything else stand out about him? Any scars? Any other distinguishing features? Tattoos? Eye
Sigils.
color?
No, I mean he was
Not to be racist, but what race was he?
human, but
Okay.
only notable thing about him was I mean I don't go that way, but if I did,
Collarbones?
Collarbones.
he was like a he had people fawning all over him. Look, that's all I can say.
Good to
DP.
know.
Yeah.
Eye color?
Gray. He had gray eyes.
Dark or light?
Like well, like steel.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then. Have you seen him since?
No, I never saw him again. I've been back there. Well, you know, gotta spend your money somewhere, right? But I haven't seen him again. Didn't recognize anyone.
Look, we don't judge, support people. I mean, we don't judge about that. We judge about, you know, smuggling shit, but we're not judging where you spend your money. We may be judging where the money comes from, but
yeah, brand loyalty is always great. Are any other guards in on it?
I don't. He holds up his hands. I don't know. I don't know.
Insight check.
Samesies. Bad one.
19.
Jeez.
Okay, so with a natural 1, oh, there were absolutely other guards in on it. He knows. He knows. He's not telling you, Leah. He has no fucking idea. This guy is not high enough rank in whatever this corruption scandal is to know who the other players are.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Thea will reach in with like lightning fast hands and grab him by the wrist and drag him in.
Hey,
I would
no.
really
I'm telling the truth. I'm
suggest
telling the truth. I don't
not
know.
lying
Hey, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Thea, let him go.
There is a bitter, sour smell in the air. He has pissed himself.
We all been there, buddy.
I don't know.
Thea will let him go if only out of disgust.
Oh yeah, there's a puddle forming.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I wish I could tell.
Because one of Rue's friends is saying one thing and the other of Rue's friends is saying the other, she will actually roll an insight for once. She normally doesn't do this, but she normally believes everyone without question. Okay. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, he is 100% telling the truth. He does not know who they are.
Oh, you're small potatoes.
I kind of look over at Rue and I just kind of step back. I'm just like,
hey, you know, it never hurts to be careful. That's, you know, good cop, bad cop.
I don't know anything. Please don't. No.
You said this.
My fingers.
Stop whimpering. You said this drop was at your bunk?
Yeah.
Is this your bunk here or your bunk in the feathered nest?
No, he's like full on snotting. It's like most of the time it's at the feathered nest. Sometimes it's
Rue finally gets what the feathered nest is when they're talking about bunks at the feathered nest. You see an audible, like the light bulb turn on. Okay, that's a lot more sense. Continue.
It shows up in my clothes when I wake up in the morning.
Fantastic. In like a bag? Little
In my
pouch?
pouch. In my money pouch. Please, that's how I know. I can't tell
So
you
hang
anymore,
on.
please.
You
Perfect.
said, just to recap, you're paid to not hear things. Is it specifically at the bridge? Or have you been
That's
paid to not hear things in other places?
I'm a bridge guard. I'm a bridge. It's at the bridge. That's all. That's all. I
Okay.
promise.
How many other bridge guards are there?
Well, we work in shifts, and there's four other guys on my shift, and there's 4 shifts. So,
And they genuinely didn't hear anything.
I mean, no one said anything.
Okay, so it's reasonable to assume that everyone on your shift was paid off.
Right. So, hear me out, everyone. I think I would like to send our friend for a night of comfort after the difficult day he has had. That said, what he is going to do is put a candle in his window when he is finished with his business, there is gold in his pouch.
So I'm with you, but can I ask him a couple more questions first? And I promise
by all
I'll
means,
do
by
my
all means.
best not to melt his mind out because I don't know how that happens beforehand. But
I mean, what happens happens.
Right,
Fred?
yes. So what time did you always have the same shift at the bridge? If so, what time of day was it?
I didn't always have the same shift, but the deal for getting my tab covered was that I would take the midnight shift.
Midnight shift, where you mysteriously didn't hear anything. What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done playing coy. What did you hear?
Fighting.
Did you hear
So,
fighting every time, or was it just this one
oh
particular
no,
time?
not always. Not always. Sometimes it's conversations. People talking. Um, but it was fighting that time.
All right. So 11 months ago, you started this gig where you'd work midnight shifts and you would look the other direction and pretend not to hear just regular conversations. That's all
Yeah.
you've heard before. And then
Yeah.
this last time, how many days ago was it?
Oh boy. Trying to remember that thing I said several months ago. I think it was about a week.
Okay. 7 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 days ago, you heard fighting, which was out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
How often would you get your payments after a successful night of looking away? Like, was it the next day? Was it the next time you
Oh, no.
visited?
I get paid before. I get paid to not hear.
Hence the plan to have him put a candle in his window if he gets paid tonight.
Okay, so you get paid before the shipment. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you didn't you say you didn't get paid for the last one? When there was fighting, you didn't get payment?
I mean, I got a letter.
What did it say? Do you have it with you? Where is it?
I don't have it with me. It's I
Did you eat the letter?
no it's
Did you piss
it
on your
was
letter?
no it's it wasn't. It was at the feathered nest.
That's where you pay to sleep with people, right? Just so we're all clear. Great. Good to know.
Yes.
No judgment. Just make sure if something tingles or burns, you get that checked out because you don't want to spread. Okay, great. You got a letter and you left it there.
Yes, but it said there would be a big payoff.
Did it say when?
No, it said soon. That's all.
Hold on.
Just soon.
You normally get paid, but this time you got a letter.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Did you recognize the writing?
No.
Did you see who left it?
No.
And it said there'd be a big payoff if you looked away.
The nights that you got paid, were you usually with the same person?
Usually?
Always?
Not always. It's sometimes they're busy. Sometimes they're
Buddy,
busy.
listen. What did they look like? Please don't play coy, because we're kind of the thing standing between you and the class breathing down your neck. So,
I got paid a lot. She was an elf.
okay.
Fantastic. And did she work there?
Yes, she worked there.
Fantastic.
Physical description, hair, eyes,
Uh,
name.
Stage name?
went by the name of Elara.
Okay.
Tall, as tall as your friend back there, and he points at Leah. Silver hair,
Okay.
real pretty.
Fantastic.
Could you spell that name for me, DM?
Elara, Ellara.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
The night you got the letter, did you sleep with her? Did you see anyone new at the House of Favors?
I mean, with what was left over from the last time I got paid in my normal salary, I had he kind of scuffs his foot all over the ground. I kind of worked up another tab.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, great. You worked up another tab. Does that mean no one was going to sleep with you until you showed the coin?
No, I mean, I spent all my coin.
Yeah, I know. So I'm asking, the night you got the letter, did you sleep with the same person? Did you see anyone new there?
I slept with like 4 people.
Oh, you slept, like
Yeah.
at once?
Tab.
That's solid. That's solid. Were there any?
I'm like, bring it in, and then I'm like trying to fist bump him. Then I remember that he pissed himself, and I'm like, actually, I don't want to touch you. I'm actually you should stay on that side of the door. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking you should go back tonight. Work off that.
So you're gonna let me out, right?
I mean, I can do my best. It's not up to me. Do I look like the mayor?
But I mean,
The answer is no. That wasn't that
like,
that wasn't
look,
supposed to be a trick
you're
question.
here without anyone else. You can let me out. Let me out of here,
Dude,
please.
if we listen, this is what's gonna happen if we let you out right now. All those scary guys in cloaks that you were running from earlier, they're going to take us in and chop our fingernails. You don't want me to do the whole reenactment. They'll be like, where'd he go? And I'll be like, I let him out because I don't really have much of a personal stake in this and I don't want to get tortured. And they're gonna be like, okay. And since they're smarter and faster and better than you, they're gonna hunt you down and they're gonna kill you and everyone you've ever loved in your entire life. So
And it really doesn't matter
until we get the say so for you to be outside.
And really, when it comes to torture, we're only as good as our weakest link, which appears to be you in this case. But
look, no, I promise. If you let me out, I will go exactly where you tell me to. If you tell me to go to the feather nest, I will go straight to the feather nest. I will just
please shower first.
Yes. What?
Anyway, look, we're going to go have a little chat with some of our friends. If you'll excuse us, we're going to have a brief conference over here in the corner with the mangoes. And we might be back.
Hey, what's your name, dude?
James.
Oh, okay. Hi, James.
Any relation to Jimothy?
Who?
Don't worry about
Who the
it.
fuck is what?
You guys have just the same kind of white boy energy. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Excuse us. turn around and I shepherd everyone back toward the corner with the mangoes.
Wait, do we have any last questions before we do a little halftime huddle?
I think we're all right. I had a thread I was going to use, but it didn't look like he needed
No,
it.
wait, I want to hear it. I want it. Let's go.
All right. Now, friend, I assume if we have any more questions, we can come back to you. And if you aren't 100% honest and forthcoming, well, you saw that I could grow a little sprout out of the mango seed. And personally, I've never seen a tree grow outside of someone's body. And I would love to take a gander at what it looks like. Wouldn't you?
I'm gonna make a roll. I want you to make an intimidation check.
Absolutely, I will. Leah does fucked up things. Doodah. Okay, that is going to be buttity an 18.
He passes out. His eyes just kind of like, he turns white, his eyes roll up into his head, and he kind of makes a little, and just,
I kind of look over at you. I'm just like, not bad. Not bad. Normally, this is where I would normally say kid, but, you know.
Not bad, feminine looking, wonderful lady with a really nice rack and also nice collarbones. I'm assuming because I haven't really gotten a good look at them. I would not want to steal drugs from you guys at all.
That's more of a mouthful than kid, but it's also a little bit more accurate, so we'll go with that.
It's better than ma'am.
I
Oh,
mean,
goodness,
I'll
I hate
take
ma'am.
it. I haven't been a ma'am. I don't think I'm a ma'am yet.
Give it time.
Mademoiselle.
Beautiful.
I'll
I guess
workshop
that
it.
could work.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, it's all right. It's a fun title.
Okay.
All right, huddle.
Huddle.
Well, I think the Myriads tried to take him over as an agent. Oh, I did have one last question for him. Shit.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, wait, he's knocked out now.
He's fine.
Sorry.
Hang on.
I was just.
Hang on. I pull up my water skin, I splash some water on him, see if it does anything.
What was that?
Does it do anything?
I take out my water skin, I splash some water on him, see if it does anything.
Oh no, he's out.
Oh, well.
Can I
That's a little more
at
wetness.
him through the door like a cat? James, James, wake up, James.
Look, just because he's... No, he's unconscious.
Okay, well.
And on that note, we are going on break.
Woo!
Well, alright then.
We will be back in 10
Alrighty.
minutes.
We'll be back in 10 minutes, y'all.
See y'all soon.
Woo!
Hello, everybody. Everybody, hello. We are back. I see your eyebrows. Stop it. I love that two people are like, who, me? Yes, both of you. Where we left off before our break, for those of you who are just joining us, stop it. Go back, start at the beginning on YouTube. Uh, there has been an interrogation. Our little adventuring band is returning to the streets, where I am going to ask Aya to make one final animal handling check.
Go, Aya, go!
No advantage, just a regular one.
Just a regular one.
It's okay, I
16.
believe in you.
Oh
Yes!
yeah.
Okay. With a 16, friends, buddies, adventurers, you emerge from the Capitol building of Stilben, and with a shortage of safe, secure places to be, start making your way back to the Cracked Tankard Tavern. You are about halfway there when you see a familiar, diminutive figure hustling down the street in your direction, with one swamp mud grubbied hand firmly buried in the fur of a canine creature that is easily as tall as she is.
Ah, you found your wolf. Well, I mean,
Not quite a wolf, but
dog thing.
yeah.
What is
Hey,
it?
look,
It's close
little
enough.
more, little more on my level. Literally the same size. It's just like, I, I mean, I got a little sidetracked, and but look,
That's
I haven't
adorable.
named them yet. I'm not even sure if they're a boy or a girl. Do I know if they're a boy or a girl? Zev.
I'm going to say you have probably not had time to check their undersides.
Do a quick
Eh.
pee.
I'm like,
It,
what's under there?
it's a boy. It's a boy.
Oh, I haven't decided what your name is, but I love you.
Aw.
It's a good boy.
I'm so glad one of us found a good boy. I mean, ours is cooperative too, just wasn't very pleasant.
He didn't exactly have the
Ooh.
stamina that we needed.
I hope this one doesn't shit himself.
I think he just pissed himself, actually.
Oh.
Aya blinks at the lack of context she has, and then goes back to petting her new pet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
So it turns out that the local pleasure house, shall we say, has been taking care of his tab in exchange for his convenient inability to hear when spicy things are going on outside on his
Our little
patrols.
guard prisoner.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay.
So we have a description of a couple of people that were spotted either repetitively or at some point there at the feathered nest. We're going to take a look around, see if we can figure out anything, and see about releasing him to work off to get some of his stress relieved tonight. See if we can get some information on whether whether they try and make a payment to him tonight. In which case, we'll be able to possibly see about following the person or getting our hands on the person. I draw the line at waiting in the closet. I am not getting into that closet while he's having sex with someone.
I info
Okay.
dump all the shit that went down with the mayor and how we accidentally obliterated his mind, and now we have a room at the technically new mayor's house. So hey yo, we're moving up in the world.
Aya looks at Thea and says, "Would it help if we could track this guy down?"
It would, but it's been a while since the last time he, the guard or the person who's paying him?
The guard, the person you talk to. Would it help if we could track the person you talk to?
His name is James.
It is. I don't think so, only because we know where he is. However, if we can get a feel for where the person who's paying him goes, the answer is yes.
Wait a second. Can you just track people or can you track like objects?
Let me double check the text on that. Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Creature. I would say that I can track sentient things and not like objects, like sentient creatures and
All right.
people.
Maybe
I mean,
he
if
gives
he's not a
his-
creature, that's a little problematic.
Well, listen, he's kind of whipped.
But also people.
Well, no, I'm just saying that, like, what if we find a squirrel and we'd be like, give your lady friend this squirrel as a gift, a token of your love, and we have tracking on the squirrel. But anyway, we'll workshop it.
Squirrels are jerks, or is it chipmunks? I can never remember.
I don't know.
I think it's squirrels that are the jerks, but you know, if you befriend them, they can be real nice, real loyal. They'll bite off other people's fingers for you. It's great.
Sounds perfect.
So before we do that, I just wanted to get a sense of, I would personally like to get Larkel's okay before we let this guy out.
Oh, certainly.
Don't want the class to think that his, yeah.
Right. And the mayor is indisposed. So I do believe it's just Larkel now.
Oh yeah. Also have a couple of questions I want to ask Larkel as well, because I think, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, the mayor said that problems have been happening on and off for like 11 months now. Isn't that right?
Yes,
yeah,
I believe so.
which was also when the women came to town, and also when the guy started getting his payments.
Money.
Also, black-haired woman that he saw, that matches a description that the horses gave me. By the way, I talked to Horse's Eye. We're gonna have to go back there in a little bit because there's a little trapdoor thing, and we're gonna need to investigate that.
I'm wondering if we should do that after we talk to Larkel and before we send James to the Feathered Nest.
I think that would be good. That way we have more information.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that before Larkel as well, just so we have more information for him?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to get the Larkel conversation out of the way, but I'm okay if we.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I'm torn. I am fine with either. I hesitate to if we go to Larkel first. I think we should not tell him about the trapdoor until we have checked it.
Oh yeah, no, that's not his business.
Yeah, no.
But I am fine with telling Larkel about our plan for tonight.
I will also say, because I have a tendency to get sidetracked. I know, shocking, that we're just getting paid to find the boxes and the people responsible.
Yes.
But I just want to know what's down there. I just want to see what's down there, you know.
And for all we know, they could be connected.
Exactly.
If there's something going on here, I want to know what it is.
Okay. Just out of curiosity. I'm thinking. I want to know, did the mayor tell us how many? I think this is the first shipment that's gone missing, right? There's just been violence before.
I believe so.
Yeah. What you've been told is there has been gang violence.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term.
Because the myriad is starting to come in.
Yarb.
But this is the first shipment to actually go missing. Okay, so here's what the information I want to try to get from Larkel. My suspicion is that it was originally Clasp agents that recruited him in the brothel.
I don't think it was the Clasp. I mean, the mayor said it was the Myriad, right?
Well, so the shipments that have been going through this place have been clasped shipments. There's been trouble for the past 11 months, which means that the myriad has started to come in here in the past 11 months. This is the first shipment they've stolen, and this is the first time there's been fighting, and this is also the first time there's been a letter that was left promising a bigger payout rather than just the standard pay. Also, the question I wanted to ask before he got, he pissed himself and passed out was whether or
Sorry.
not. And no, you're totally fine. Are you kidding me? I would rather have him pass out 100 more times and not get any information than miss out on a threat like that.
I appreciate that.
I got you. I want to see if there was anyone else on a shift that reported the fighting.
All right. Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
I think it's the myriad that
We should get
gave
names.
him the letter. That did a swap. So
yeah.
We should get some names.
So
Yeah, I think names are important. Also, talking to that silver-haired elf woman, Laura.
100%.
There must be a shift log somewhere, right?
There's
must
got to be.
I mean, we can always ask the head butler, who is now the maybe mayor, to give us the log.
Or the guard captain.
Oh, the guard captain would be good too. Yeah, maybe we can talk to Larkel, split off. Some of us can go talk to Alara, some of us can talk to the guard captain, then we can come back at the trap door and investigate that.
Okay.
That way we cover the most ground, and we also have a rendezvous point that leads us to our next little task.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can decide how we want to split teams after we talk to Larkel. It's not a decision we have to make right now.
Oh, Aya, have you ever been to a brothel before?
Mm-mm.
Would you feel comfortable going into one?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, then you will go talk to the guard captain, and whoever goes with you will also talk to the guard captain. And that's okay. Your boundaries should be firm, and they should be reinforced. And nobody's going to cross those.
So you don't want to go to a brothel?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And that is completely fine, right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm
totally.
just wondering, like, is it the nudity aspect or just general discomfort?
Not my thing. Not really. No, thank you.
Okay.
That's all right.
At least,
On the way to talk to Larkel, how about you tell us about your lovely new friend?
She quietly kind of says, "I wouldn't know what to do there," and then she blushes and she's kind of embarrassed.
Oh, it's all right.
Usually the answer to that is people, but fair.
I'm
so sorry.
That reminder that she is very young.
That's all right. So, your puppy friend.
Yeah, I don't know what to name him, but yeah, and he's so cuddly, and she gives him a hug.
It's like a big stuffed animal. It's so fun.
Yeah. Seems real cool. I just I think he's kind of a young one, a baby maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not very familiar with these swamp dogs, but this one decided to follow me. So I hope you guys don't mind a new friend.
Not at all.
Absolutely not.
Look at his sweet little face. He's got a little button nose even.
You think he'll let me pet him?
I don't know. I hope so. And I say, "Hey, buddy, would it be okay if my friends gave you a pet?" And just like hope that this really adorable creature understands me. Because I am a ranger without speak with animals or any animal related spells.
I'm just gonna squat down and extend a hand. I'm not gonna try to pat. I'm gonna do the thing where like I offer the back of my hand.
Roll animal handling.
I was gonna say I'm gonna cast guidance on Thea.
Thank you.
Just sort of a touch on the shoulder very briefly.
Okay. 15 plus D4.
Yep.
Where the fuck are my D4s? Oh, that's a D6 that was hiding in the D4s. Okay. 16.
Nice.
Okay. The good news, you don't get bitten.
Yay!
The bad news, he does not want you to pet him.
That's okay. I will just let him sniff my hand, and then when he's done, I will stand up again.
We respect boundaries in this
We
household.
respect boundaries. We do. We respect boundaries
okay,
in this
buddy.
household.
Henry Crabgrass approves.
Might be a
It's
little
okay,
bit.
buddy. You're super nice. It just takes some time to get used to new people. It took me like a whole day.
Yeah, and that's all right. You know, the first time that I met a new person, I was freaked out. I didn't talk to them for like a day and a half.
Mhm. I still
Alright.
haven't figured out what I'm gonna name him, but yeah,
You
You'll
keep
know when
calling him Buddy.
You'll know when you know.
buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more like a pet name than an actual name, but maybe it'll stick.
Budicus.
If I keep calling him Buddy, he'll get so confused if I call him something else.
His name is
That makes
Budicus, Buddy
sense.
for short.
Oh my god. Drew just starts spouting off names. Antoine, Riker.
Okay, hold up.
Francois.
Larkel.
Right, let's go.
We're
Not
Yeah.
we are
not
not-
as a name.
We're
Not as a
naming
name.
him that.
No, not as a name. We should go find Larkel.
I do not
Okay,
want
so,
to have a dog named Larkel.
Although it would be
We
very
would,
funny to walk
Max.
up and introduce Larkel to the dog Larkel. I think that would be very funny, but
What if we
No,
say this
no,
is Little
no.
Larks? Larkel meet Little Larks.
No. I'd rather
I
stay.
am
I'd rather meet
not
Big Larks.
responsible for whatever happens to you guys if you do that.
I'd rather meet Big Larks personally, but
Oh shit! Don't worry, I haven't forgotten that.
I think we're just gonna stick with Buddy since I can't think of anything else.
hey, that'll do.
Buddy the swamp dog.
I think that's a good name for right now.
You could call him Shrek. I don't know where that's coming from, but I think I read it in an etching once, and it was about a noble guy from swamp areas. Anyway, Larkel! And Rue's just spouting off names as they go until someone tells me to shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna tell you to stop. I think it's adorable.
Leah will sort of try to get Rue to quiet down a little bit and give Aya some space to think.
Yeah, she does.
Are we splitting up though?
No, we're
Not
not
yet.
splitting up yet. We're gonna split up after Larkel.
Cool.
Because, you know,
You would
Larkel
find
might
Larkel.
have important information for everybody.
Yeah. Let's go find Larkel.
Plus,
can
if the
sniff
three
out
of y'all
Larkel.
are if the three of y'all aren't there, then I'm not gonna have my impulse control, so
He's not in the position of power. I don't get it.
I mean, the clasp is the clasp. It's a unique situation.
Okay.
He's in a position of power in the organization that he is in.
Exactly, and he also has power over the common people as a member of the clasp. I mean,
I
all
don't
of the
know.
clasp have some sort of power over common folk. That's why they can just walk into town and parade themselves around and slap mayors.
I mean, we think he slapped the mayor. We're pretty sure he slapped the mayor. There was a handprint on his face.
We don't know exactly what went down in the room, but we can always ask.
I mean, maybe he went down.
Ayo!
Anyway.
Yeah, where
let's
do we
go
find
sniff out
this guy?
Larkel.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We go find Larkel.
Okay.
Do you hate us
Okay.
yet?
Oh, buddy. You don't want me to answer that question. You find Larkel in the tavern.
That tracks. We need a favor.
And what kind of favor might you be needing from me?
We need you to let him go for a night.
Let who go?
Our friend, our traitorous guard.
Oh, him. Mm. You do know
Yes.
I don't have control over that.
The mayor's indisposed, and you are, let's be real, the next person affected.
The mayor's indisposed. Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah, my bad.
What
I don't
happened?
suppose you know anything about that, do you?
No, I'm quite curious. Why don't you tell me?
Not my area of expertise. That would be more a question for my compatriots. As you might know, I specialize more in the arts of the. I almost said Renaissance. Reconnaissance. Not fucking Renaissance.
She's a really good painter.
As you may remember.
Indeed. Well,
Not my finest work, but
I suppose I could put in a word.
maybe 2
Oh.
words.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure we could get him released without you putting in a word. This is mainly to make sure your people don't hunt him down and kill him when you find out
Or
he's
us, for that
missing.
matter.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a scary motherfucker, and I think I know kind of what you're capable of.
Also, he stole from you.
It would be unwise to cross the clasp. And that's the general gist, at least from what I've heard.
Believe me, it's more for
so
our
you-
benefit than his, but this will help us
Well.
track down your goods. We hope.
I'm always in favor of gambling, shall we say. So, I will see what I can do to get him released. And you will be tracking him?
We will be sending him to the pleasure house. Because that is where he has been getting his pay. Which is quite backwards when you think about it, but trust.
Well, the hunt is on. Very well. Very well. I will see what I can do.
Try to not scare anybody off. Just best to leave the area around the feather nest empty of your people. At least don't let them be seen.
That you think I'm scary is flattering, truly. I assure you, no one will interfere.
That's good. There is still the sniper around.
Indeed.
Rue and me start sweating. And orders a drink.
I kind of pat her on the shoulder. It's all right. I'm sure the sniper has no interest in us.
Yeah, you're right.
So, is there anything else you need from me?
A game of darts one day, but not today.
I do not think I would want to take that game. I can tell from looking at you, your hand-eye coordination is probably formidable.
Well, normally, yes. Earlier today, not so much. In case you've forgotten.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Such a gentleman.
I have my moments. At which point, one of his companions comes and hands him a tankard. Now then.
Oh, I'm like sliding up next to him with my tankard. I've been like weaseling my way through the people because I still have my questions. And as soon as he takes the drink, I'm just like, can I ask you questions now?
I suppose, if you ask nicely.
I'm always nice. Did I give the impression that I was mean?
No.
Okay, great. So first question, how okay. Try to find ways to make this nice. How much do you know about your organization's operations in this area? Is this a place that we can talk about this? I might ask some sensitive things.
I'm afraid I don't really know much. I just get sent when something goes wrong.
Okay. So you're fine with me asking questions up here, and she looks around the tavern area.
Oh, don't worry. If you ask me something impolite, I can always tell you to go fuck yourself.
Okay, but that's not going to get you your payment or any closer to the truth. So, and it would kind of make me a little bit mad at you, and that's not a great way to develop a working relationship with someone, even if they're just a contract bounty.
The positive relationship comes afterwards.
Unless it's like, depending on the tone, actually, I should say. But before we go into that, what do you know about what the fuck is it called? The feathered place? The feathered nest. Do you have agents operating out of it?
A brothel? No. Why would I do that?
Are you sure?
Can I roll an insight check?
Samesies.
I would like to roll an insight check.
This man sounds so suspicious every time he opens
I
his
said he
mouth.
probably doesn't need to pay for sex. Let's be real here. 14.
I have to do math.
I'm so glad everybody else
23.
rolls insight because we're just like, okay, yeah, I believe you.
Mentoring my mind.
This is what I get for having his voice be like this.
It really is, yeah.
23 as well.
Okay.
I hate all of you. Except for Mary, you can stay.
Okay.
But only because you gave me what's his face.
He's
I'll think you wanted.
He's telling the truth. He doesn't have anyone who works in the brothel.
I hate the way you phrased that, and I hope you know that.
You don't have any.
I walks up to Larkel and says, "You wouldn't lie to me, would you?" And she does this cutesy eyes at Larkel.
I'd like to insight check him to see if he falls for it. I just want to see what the action level is here. I had nothing to do with truth or not. This is what I'm looking for.
No, it's just Aya being Aya legit, though. I just want to see what the reaction is, because it literally looks like it broke Zev.
Perhaps it broke Larkel, too.
We're all gonna die, guys. Hiccups aside, we're all gonna die.
Look, I
want you guys to remember there have been no combat encounters yet. I just want you to remember that.
Hit a guy a couple times.
I'm aware. I'm just being cute. It's Aya being Aya.
If Larkel wants to fight me, I will happily fight him.
Would you like to finish that thought?
No, because I am the thought. He can finish me, though.
Well, I'm a roll, and Zeke can kill me if he wants. I got another natural 20. Is Larkel attracted to Aya? I need to know this information.
No.
I'm not even fucking kidding. What was that?
Not.
What? Okay.
No.
Damn it. Oh, I gotta figure out.
Oh boy. Okay.
Can't believe we killed the GM. Does that mean we win D&D, guys?
Yeah.
I think we
Have
do.
we won D&D?
If the DM dies, you lose.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Look, if we kill the DM, I'll just find another one.
We're on the game.
I'm just kidding.
All right, back to it. We love you.
I'm
Z.
messing
we
with
love
you,
you.
Zev.
We could never. What does he give any sort of reaction to Aya's you wouldn't lie to me?
He just smiles.
Okay. Just to be sure.
Ooh-woo.
So I'm Rue's trying to figure out how in girl code to tell Aya he's not into it. So she very just gently wraps an arm around Aya's shoulder and that's gives her just a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, to be sure, and this may be information you're not willing to tell me, and I get it. Is there any sort of like code or language you use to communicate to agents in the area that you might not know in person to let them know you're from the same organization?
He looks at you for a second. And if I remember correctly, you have Thieves' Cant as a language.
I do.
So, you get to actually understand what he says next. Everyone else, on the other hand,
Earmuffs.
you hear it that doesn't sound like language to you. As in a kind of gross combination of burps and taps on the table, tells you, of course, I have a way of communicating with the rest of my organization. What do you think we are? Amateurs?
In response, I'm going to let out a loud belch, and then in my own Thieves' Cant communicate back. Do you operate with these agents with dead drops of money to look away?
No, of course not. We are legitimate.
How does your pay normally come in? And this is still in Thieves' Cant? Because that
Face to
seems to
face.
have developed. What?
Face to face.
Shit. Okay.
I offer them both an antacid.
I like take a drink. I don't know who it belongs to. It's next to me, and I know it's not Larkel's, and I just down it. Sorry, I need to get more ammo just in case I need to do that again. And then in common, she will say, "Did the you know who did this, don't you?"
Did what?
Stole your goodies? That came out real wrong, but you get what the shipment.
I have my suspicions.
Then I have 2 questions, which is what is your suspicion and why ask us if you already know?
It's
Because
in Thieves' Cant,
suspicion
right?
isn't the same as
I
knowing.
heard 2 different things from 2 different people. I'm gonna need one at once, please.
Sorry, I was just asking for clarification. Which part of that was in Thieves' Cant? Because I got confused.
The last line was in common.
The last line was in common about what he knows from the mayor, because Rue's trying to make it level with everyone. She's trying to figure out, does he know the Myriad? Has the mayor confessed to him that the Myriad is behind it? But the specifics about the clasp, all of the specifics about the clasp that may be sensitive information for him, she kept in Thieves' Cant for his comfort. Well,
Okay, cool.
maybe not his comfort, but to develop a rapport that she's not trying to like blow his fucking cover. That's not what she's here for.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was clear on what I understood.
But yeah, how's your response to that? Those 2 questions.
I know what I know. And I suspect what I suspect. If I did it, if I knew for certainty, I wouldn't have asked you to find anything out.
Why us? Why not your people?
I
Or do
need
you
my
suspect
people
one of them?
to help. I need my people to help keep my neck from being cut.
Can I determine whether or not the clasp is trying to get, this is a really specific question. Is this a situation that I would potentially know about where the clasp is trying to get plausible deniability of attacking the Myriad directly to avoid an all-out gang war or provocation by using a middleman?
Okay.
I know this is very political, but this is what Rue grew up in, so...
Yeah, no. I'm thinking, let me think. Would that be insight? Would that be...
Could be insight. I think.
I'm gonna say insight.
Yeah, I feel
Give
like that's
me insight.
Do I get advantage or anything because I grew up in this?
No.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, it's worth a try. Come on, Rue, use your brain cell. Okay, not bad. Where is my sheet? Okay. Okay, that's not 16.
Okay. Yeah, he's being straight with you.
Okay, so is this a plausible deniability type thing, or is it just he doesn't want to?
Yes.
It is?
It's
Okay.
he's the war might be started, but he doesn't want the war getting any noisier.
Okay. Cover your earmuffs, please. And I tell that to Larkel, and I turn around to my squad, and I'm just like, can I tell him what we learned from the mayor? And it's fine if he overhears that. She's
About
a
which
little bit too
which
subtle,
bit?
but,
I mean, I can't think of anything that he doesn't either already know or would
He
necessarily care about. I can't think of anything. I would say go for it. This is his job. It's
I mean, I was about to ask him about the woman anyways, so I'd say go for it.
A woman?
turns back. Did you do earmuffs, or were you just not doing earmuffs that entire time?
Oh,
he didn't.
I can't help myself. I'm such an inquisitive soul.
Oh, that makes two of us. We heard, and again, don't know if this is good enough to satisfy rumor, but your competition has come to town.
Have they now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
So that makes capable freelancers unaffiliated, just in the nick of time. Quite lucky.
Indeed, a less charitable soul might wonder if you're just another part of the front. I
Do
am
you
choosing to be
really think I
charitable.
could keep up a fucking covert mission like that for that long? There's no way in hell.
I've known you for under a day, and I concur with that assessment.
All right, Leah, you want to tell them about the lady?
I got some information about the mayor. So about 11 months ago, which seems to be when things started going a little bit downhill for everyone, and some chaos started getting strewn about. There were some women who showed up, 4 women, in fact, and they seem to be rather close with the mayor. One of them has long black hair. We have connected her to the guard. He saw her once, the guard who was taking payments. He saw her once. And they go into market and they buy many things, but I wasn't able to get specifications on that.
How interesting.
Any information you have that could help us would be greatly appreciated and expedite this job for the both of us. After all, we've been so open and sharing with you.
Oh, I assure you, if I knew, I would tell you.
Immediate insight check.
Okay, roll me an insight check.
I do not trust this man.
What do you
But he's so
mean?
nice.
Yeah, he's like so normal.
Ha 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 ha. A dirty 20.
I rolled a 15.
If he knew something that would help you resolve the problem, he would have pointed you in that direction, if not told you directly.
Another question. It's been a week since this went missing.
Yes.
How did you come to find out that it was gone? Did it just not show up, or did someone report something strange?
We got a report from a unsatisfied customer. And as you can imagine, that's very bad for business.
Oh, so it didn't show up. There wasn't any sort of
Is
warning in
there
between.
any possibility that this customer simply wanted a second shipment for the same price?
I suppose they could be trying for that, but well, and he kind of buffs his nails on his armor. It's been corroborated from people on their side of things.
I see.
And customer satisfaction is your top priority anyway.
Happy customers come back.
So they do. In general, I prefer it when my happy customers leave me the hell alone. But
I get the sense you are not much for the entrepreneurial mindset.
I get by.
Well, your priorities and the priorities of my organization, when it comes to custom, not quite the same thing now, are they?
And that I can live with.
Yes. You and me both.
How many people did you have with these shipments?
10.
10 people.
Yes.
They tell you the night of 7 days ago at the bridge they heard fighting?
Fighting?
Yeah.
Well, now.
So 10 of your people, are you missing all 10 of them?
His lips draw back from his teeth, which you can see are sharp. His teeth are all sharpened.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Does this appear to have surprised our good friend, Shark Boy? I ask as I roll a d20 and add my insight modifier to it of +3 and get a 16.
He appears to be rolling with it.
Okay. But it did surprise him. He's just kind of like going with it.
Yeah, it's kind of a case of that bad news, but not really.
Gotcha.
Not really a surprise. Kind of something he probably was already suspecting.
Yeah, they basically, the appearance of it is that they made a pull for this cargo. Pretty blatant one. But so all 10 of those people never checked in?
No,
Okay.
they never checked in.
Do they live here? Are they locals?
No, transients
Oh,
is how we prefer to do things.
checks out.
Does anyone else have any questions for our friend?
Yeah, 2 things. One, it's better for you if we get this done.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And no.
Oh, where'd she go?
So we have a frozen... Oh, wait, hang on. So it looks like the stream is still up. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Okay, there we go.
Are you back? Can you hear us?
She is muted, so she... Oh, I know she's not talking. I am showing her with a relatively rough connection.
Okay.
We've got
The
red
internet
connection
again.
bars. The internet strikes again.
Oh, she's fixing the thing.
Perfect.
She's
Please
a fixer.
hold while we fix the thing.
goblins. Internet goblins.
Internet goblins, tech
I'm gonna name him Boblin.
Love it. A+.
Boblin the goblin. Yay.
Boblin the goblin. Looks like she'll be back momentarily.
Yes.
In a moment.
In the meantime, here's a cat.
Wow.
It's a kitty.
Oh, a little stretch. Just a little.
Oh, oh, precious baby.
It's so
Look
little.
at that.
Do not let his peaceful appearance fool you. He is a gremlin boy. He is a demon.
What has he done lately that's been gremlin-y?
What a good boy.
Made my arm look like a tic-tac-toe board.
Oh no!
Oh.
Violent gremlin.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Who's my little gremlin man? Oh my goodness. My little gremlin man. My little demon boy. We love him. He's a good boy. In the meantime, can I interest you all in... I was kind of hoping by the time I got to the end of the can I interest you all in, I would have something to interest you all in, but I really don't.
Doesn't matter. I'm still interested.
Sure.
Dice.
You know what? Let's take a look at my Pathfinder cards. Oh, look, they're pretty colors. Look at all these colors.
Oh my god. Wait, those are so pretty.
Wait, hang on. Let me look at these. They're gorgeous.
Oh.
They're
Hello.
gorgeous. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi. We were looking at Pathfinder cards.
Everything
That
is
means
fine.
no one's gonna die today?
Hopefully.
Good. Oh, you're fine. We're just glad that you're here. Makes us sad too.
Yarr.
But yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Woo.
More questions.
Excellent.
I should not do
We were
that.
asking him something.
Yeah, I was. I'll switch to Thieves' Cant these two questions. In
Ooh.
Thieves' Cant, and I'm not gonna burp. This one's gonna be like a series of me fiddling with my tankard. And I know you can see me just like hand gestures because I'm still working up the ammunition to get out a belch like that again, and I can't do it. And it's basically basically gonna say, I think I understand as much as an outsider is able the politics of this situation. It's best if we resolve this. Do you have any resources that you can provide for an excursion in the field, which you can grant us? I'm basically asking for shit to supply us. Because our success is in his best interest.
Well, if you're going to be going out into the swamp, yes, I believe I have something I can give you. Depending on how deep you need to go.
Balls deep. And this is in common.
One eyebrow rises.
Excuse me?
Sorry. Don't worry.
Leah's whole head like turns around.
We may go balls deep in the swamp, chasing leads. We're professionals.
All right, you were grunting and then you just said balls deep out of nowhere. What the fuck?
All the fuck.
That's a good point.
Is it?
So what is it?
It's a boat.
Oh shit!
He looks over at little Aya. It might help
Confused
keep
face.
your feet dry.
Yeah, that would be great, actually. I'm still working on training my friend here.
Yes. He wasn't with you this morning. Impressive.
Yeah, had a little field trip.
I love field trips. But yes, the boat can be made available to you if it turns out you have a need to go into the swamp.
Great. Where can we find it?
You'll be coming to me first.
Okay.
I want to know if you're going to be going away like that with one of my assets. I'm
The
sure you can
boat.
understand.
I mean, this is a nice book.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, that's all I can ask for at the end of the day. All right, second question, and then I'm going to be out of your hair. When you file your taxes, what do you report as your marital status? Single, married, divorced? Is complicated?
I don't think he files taxes.
He touches just touches a finger to his eyebrow and points at our good monk.
Points at Thea.
Yes. I will point out you don't have your name.
Oh,
I
you
can't say a name.
I don't?
Nope.
No.
Bot Ninja.
Ah!
Or Vito. The enigma that's been with us this entire time.
Look, I have a head full of things, and names are the last thing I can remember.
I don't know what you're talking
Including
about. My
my
name is
own.
right there.
It is now. Yes.
He points at it for that.
I believe that's what we call tax evasion. Plus, I don't think clasp operative is necessarily the easiest thing to file under.
It's too
I
late.
mean-
She's gotten it into her head as it's complicated, and there's something there that he's just acknowledged. She's like,
Taxes sound very complicated and not at all necessary for the general populace.
we're gonna get into that later. I got what I need. You said you're gonna let the guy go. Say
I
la
said
vie, I
I'm
come to
going
you
to
if I
put
need a
in a
boat.
word about getting him let go.
Also, I would
Hear
like
me
to
out.
clarify. Go ahead.
God? No, go.
No, this was a silly thing. I just want to clarify for some people in the room who might have misunderstood. You are not saying you have a thing with our lovely monk, correct? You're just agreeing that you perhaps do not pay 100% of your taxes.
He literally pointed at her.
I like keeping my money in my wallet.
Okay, so you skirted around the question, right? We'll come back to that later.
I mean,
It
laws
means he
are
doesn't
just
have to pay me for
suggestions.
sex. I don't say that. I don't say that. I don't say that. To be
Are
clear.
you sure?
Yes.
He's like, it's fine. He needs
That
help.
was
It's
Jen.
okay.
That was not Thea.
Uh-huh.
All right, we gave it our
Uh-huh.
best try.
Thea's smarter than that. Jen's just a thirsty bitch.
Well then, don't let me stop you from your investigation.
I have an idea.
Do you?
I do. That I just realized might give us more of the results that we were hoping for.
Do
You
tell.
see, our friend James, not to be confused with your friend Jimothy,
Mhm.
begged us to let him go. Help him escape, no one would know.
Did you now?
My proposition is that we do. You get your people to look the other way, act as if they're none the wiser. And then, oops, he got away. He thinks we helped him. He's more likely to help us. It will be much more genuine than him thinking, well, knowing that we'll be on his heels the entire time. Or rather, that you will be on his heels the entire time. If he thinks that we helped him in exchange for a favor, we tell him, you don't care as much about him. You just want your goods back. He thinks that we've helped him escape out of the goodness of our heart. He repays us by making a much more genuine effort in his deception. Are you following?
The goodness of your hearts.
Well, the goodness of some of our
Follow.
hearts. You see,
I follow. I am
after our
clear.
little interrogation, we were so moved by his display of patheticness that we simply had to let him go. The heartstrings, you understand.
Well. And he leans forward. I like the sound of this.
I'm good at what I do.
Why don't we see how it works?
Why don't we?
Well then. Sits back, picks up his tankard, takes a long drink. I believe you should be going.
I believe I should. Thank you, giant cat.
That's Buddy.
Perfect.
Also, not a cat. I was like, wait a
Could be.
minute. Who
It
said
was-
anything about a cat?
It was the
Oh.
it was the boy.
Actual cat. I thought you were. I was like,
Yeah, no, actual cat. No, he was
The
just
prodigal son.
Yep. Nice as always conniving with you.
Of course. Bye-bye.
That's fucking terrible.
So,
After they leave,
what is?
the first thing Leah says in Elvish is, I hate that man.
In Elvish back, I like how he thinks.
Thoughts a man do not make.
But
Rue is
thoughts a
going
man can
to-
buy.
Rue is going to translate everything she said in Thieves' Cant for everyone once we are outside. So it fills in the rest of the conversational gap so everybody knows what she was saying.
Oh.
It wasn't burping.
No, it's
I wasted a good antacid on him.
well, no, I had that. I took them both actually.
I see. Okay.
'Cause I felt like I really needed it.
Okay. that's fair.
And she's also going to explain to the best of her knowledge and her ability what the political situation is right now between the Clasp and the Myriad, and to like let everyone know what leverage she thinks they have by being a neutral party, and just so it's like we're not as expendable as we may seem.
And I genuinely cannot remember if I asked you this or not, Zev. Does Leah recognize the Myriad at all?
No.
Okay,
It's-
awesome.
The Myriad is still one of those newer groups.
It's very fun when I don't write down the questions I ask in my notes, and then I realize they may be important.
No question is important. Every question is important. How would you know until it's time to find the answer?
Thanks, Larkel.
We love.
Get out of here! Go
Larkel.
back inside. Drink with your friends. Shut up. This is girls' night. Get out.
sidebar. The team. the
Fuck
team
off, Shark Boy.
Sidebars.
All right. So we need to split up. Somebody talks to the captain of guards with Aya, and then the other people go to the lovely establishment, and then we reconvene at our favorite little tricky spot. We go down into the basement that may be a murder dungeon. Who knows? We find the
Dungeon.
secrets.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think us sending James in there is just gonna get him killed.
I can live with that.
Whoa, okay.
I was thinking I have no interest in the House of Favors, but if I know Thea is opposed to hiding in the closet, but if I could hide in that closet and maybe find out who that person is that's paying them and see if I could track them.
If encounters
Or
of such a nature are uncomfortable for you, I can guarantee you don't want to be in that closet.
I mean, probably, but also it's mostly
She's
just
a
'cause
growing girl.
never.
She won't know until she knows.
I mean, the discomfort is
Also,
only that I've never actually had encounters like that. So
right. I mean, obviously you know your own boundaries. However,
look,
I
I
don't want to. I don't
I
want to put you
do,
in a
but I'm
compromising
also
position should someone notice you as well.
I can be maybe waiting outside, a little squirrel hanging out. And that way, if something does happen and I gets noticed, I can step in too, and she won't be by herself.
I mean, either way,
do we know?
we're all going to be around while he is doing his thing. It's mostly just
Look, okay,
beforehand.
so I'm just
Aya,
gonna...
what were you saying? Hold on, Aya was saying something.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if there was a way, maybe not to be inside that room. Maybe you're right. Maybe the closet wasn't the best idea, but to be within spellcasting proximity, maybe.
Maybe you could be
Outside
like up a
in a
tree or
window.
something.
Roof.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
roof is a good idea.
Ooh, roof is a great idea. Let me see how far this can go.
I wonder, Aya on the roof, me by the back door, someone as a squirrel, Rue doing her thing, distracting the patrons.
I can be a patron. I don't mind.
You can be a patron. You can also, it's really up to you.
I'm the
Use
guy
your
with
assets
red
how you
hair.
will.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great plan.
So I will
also
say...
have.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I have this picture in my head of Aya hanging upside down from the window trying to cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just say this. This guy was publicly made. He was publicly made.
He was.
If we let him out, if we let him escape, he's still publicly made. The best way is to let him out, to be like, he didn't have anything to do with it. He's been released.
Then why would he have run?
He's not running. He's collecting his payment. If he runs to those guys asking for help, they don't care about him. He's
I don't
the bottom
mean
of the
later.
barrel.
I mean, why would he have run before?
What do you mean? Why would he have... Oh, because he's a fucking... He pissed his pants and passed out when she said something about an avocado in somebody's stomach. He's
Mango.
Mango, sorry.
Avocados would be more painful.
That's fair. It's fair. So he's just a skittish son of a bitch that runs at the first sign of danger. He's just a shit guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Which he is anyway, but...
If I was them and he came crawling back, that's a loose end that I need to tie up. He's still worthwhile as bait. Because it's okay, this is really bad, but I used to play this game and it was Who Hates Me the Most, and I figured it out because that would be the person who would try to do the worst thing to me. So it's kind of like Who Hates Him the Most. You let him out there and the person who takes a shot at him is the one you're looking for.
That's a very sad game.
It wasn't great. I didn't like it a lot, but it put things into perspective. So I just want to know that if we're letting him go and we think he's going to survive without some kind of intervention, that's not going to happen. That guy's probably going to be dead in 24 hours.
That's fine. We just follow him. We send him on a final night of pleasure, and then we follow him.
And
I'm not exactly comfortable, sending some guy who's a little bit of a coward, but does his best off to his death.
He does his best. He's a strong...
He's a corrupt motherfucker. He took bribes.
He did.
Yeah, no.
And then, he tried to cover it up as soon as he,
I mean, he should face He should face justice from the people, not from us or from whoever he was working for.
He's not going to face justice from us. We're letting him go. What he does after that is up to him.
My 2 cents is if we wanted to use him as bait, we have him released. He doesn't run away. He's released and he goes back to get his payout. That's what he was promised, right? We don't know the details of the payout. We know it's a letter that's in the brothel. I think that's something we should try and get.
Indeed.
And either he gets his payout and we see who gives him the payout there. That's a win for us. The more likely scenario, since I guess I'm a pessimist, I don't know, someone tries to kill him. We subdue them and try to get more answers. You go up the chain. That's kind of how it works.
We're going to need to approach it from multiple angles, have eyes in multiple places. But that is going to be our best shot at getting these people. I agree fully with Rue.
I don't like it, but if y'all think it's the best option and it's the best option for us and for everyone else, then I guess I'll go along with you.
We could
My
just look for the
question-
letter.
My question is, do you have a better or even alternative option?
I don't, and that's why I'm going along with you.
We just look for the letter. We don't use him as bait.
What would the letter tell us?
I
Chances
don't.
are it wasn't signed. It's just handwriting.
Well, it may tell us the nature of the payout. I mean, there's other leads we can follow. Who else was on guard that night, who hasn't been made, and may be able to successfully collect their payment? None of those people reported it. You heard from Raquel.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if
What
we
do you
can-
think? Anne?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little distracted. I spaced
It's
out.
okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't have any strong feelings. I've kind of been distracted by, Animal Swamp. I think that what I can contribute to this is essentially just a specific type of magic that helps me track people. So if we need to figure out where people are, I can maybe help in that regard. So that's where I'm relatively good.
I mean, where do you stand on this whole issue with the man? Sending him to his death so we can get higher up the chain of command, or trying to see what we can find in the letter?
I mean, honestly, I think that if there is a way we could do this without sacrificing someone else, I would be a lot more comfortable with that. But we did agree to do something for Lykel, and I mean, if it helps us get our job done, we kind of have to look after our own butts to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
I think that if there is a way to do it without sacrificing someone else's butt, I would prefer to go that route. But I may be young and I may be a little naive, but even I can understand that the ideal situation isn't always possible.
Our leads haven't dried up. There were, I think, what did he say? He had 4 people? There were 4 people on the ship? I don't know if he gave us a number, but there were other people that heard fighting.
I think
And-
it was 4 total, so 3 other people.
There's
And-
3 other people who haven't been made.
We can talk to the captain of the guards. We'll talk to the woman that he slept with a lot.
I'm wondering if we can search the guards' quarters and see if we can find other letters.
I want to find that letter. I
If
will
we
say, there's always the who hates us the most game. We can play that ourselves. We go asking pointed questions to pointed people. Sooner or later, they're going to try to get rid of us. It's not my favorite. I don't like being put in the line of fire, but...
Thea, do you think that sending him off, following him, and finding the person who tries to kill him, do you think that's our best option?
I think that is our most effective and reliable option.
Then that's what we'll do. I've done things I was uncomfortable with before, and I'll do things I'm uncomfortable with after this, so it's just another one for the tally.
I mean, my counterpoint is we find someone else who took the bribe, has the same deal, it hasn't been made, and follow them to get their payment. That way we might see who's dropping the payment off instead of just who's doing the hit. Look, there's a lot of different ways we can do this. I can overthink it all day.
Do we know if anyone else is taking a similar deal, though? Do you guys know? I don't know anything.
They gotta. There were 4 guards on that shift. And there was screaming and fighting.
And no one
And
reported it.
Never got back to the clasp.
Okay. Then we try to find letters, proof that someone else took the deal. That's what you guys want to do?
Essentially, yes. See if we can figure out who.
I'm not that great at finding things unless they're animals, but I am good at sneaking around.
At which point, Buddy kind of headbutts you.
Hey!
Wait! You got a dog.
I do.
Dogs smell good.
They smell like
Do
dogs.
they?
He in fact does
This
not
one-
smell good.
No, sorry. I
He
mean, like,
smells like shit.
their sense of smell.
No.
You know, like
Good at
what-
tracking smells. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm following. I'm a ranger. I totally get what you're saying. No,
letter scents. I don't know. It's been in a
Zeph, I
brothel
need
for a while.
stats
Though.
on how good this dog actually smells things. I need to know how good this dog actually is at smelling things. Stats. But yeah, I mean, that's what I got going on. Between the two of us, we're good
He
at
has advantage on perception checks involving hearing or smell.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I think both options can work. And I'm personally not super, I don't care if I'm being honest. Fastest way to the paycheck is put him in the line of fire. If we're watching, we can always help him. We might be able to spin this in his favor for the clasp too. Say he was a willing participant. Look what he's risked for you to do. Don't kill him afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, let's see what happens. One way to find out.
Using James's bait.
Using James's bait.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do it.
You guys want to go to a brothel?
I mean, how do we want to split ourselves for the brothel and talking to the man? Thea, you're a little bit stealthy, right?
Tend to be.
Stealthy.
All right, good. Perhaps you could maybe sneak in there, investigate the guards' quarters while Rue distracts the guard captain and gets information, or while Aya distracts the guard captain and gets some information from him.
Certainly.
And that way we knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. And Rue, you and I can go to the brothel. That way it won't be suspicious when you come back as a client. It won't be like, oh, we just, stumbled across this place. Look, it's a noble woman. We'll have pre-existing knowledge so they won't, raise an eyebrow when you show up.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like you're good at talking to people.
I fucked the guy's entire head up earlier.
He was a weird guy.
Plus, he may have already been a little scrambled by whatever voracious activity he was engaging with Larkel.
Who's to say?
I don't think he was in peak condition.
No, he was not.
All right. So are we following James first? I want to get that letter.
Yes. Well, Yes.
So we let
So, like,
James out.
I question as a player the wisdom in letting the one person who missed out on all the investigation things be the one talking to the guard.
You
But I
can.
mean,
I mean,
I
Rue is
unto.
kind of in favor of having you at the brothel because she thinks shit's gonna go down at the
Yeah.
brothel, and she'll just say that. She'll be like, "Look, I don't think we need anything from the guard captain. I think we got what we need." I
I like the plan of me being on the roof. You have to have a good get there, but like,
Look,
Then
I'll
why
you're,
don't we all just go to the roof or
you're gonna have to
the
learn about
brothel?
sex someday. I can find you some wood etchings if you're confused, and we can go over it together. And before we go, there's lots of prep work we can do.
We'll talk about it later, okay?
Okay, sounds good. I just think everybody at the
Sex education is not the priority right now, Rue.
Why don't we all go to the brothel then?
yeah. You guys
Keep
sneak.
us all together. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I can sneak down there and let James go and
Well, no, once again, I'd like to get him released, as in he didn't have anything to do
Legit.
with it. So they're not like, oh, you've burned us. You know, it just increases his likelihood of staying alive, I think. Unless we want to use him as bait and get him killed, in which case we should definitely have him escape. Is that what you're going after?
that was the idea, but I'm open to alternatives.
All right, let's fucking put this man in as much danger as possible. We're just letting him go, and he's going to the brothel to collect his payment.
We're just playing the game, but with him instead.
Yeah. Rue looks at Leah to see how Leah feels about this.
Leah looks a little bit uncomfortable, but sort of accepting it as almost a sacrifice of war.
I think Aya looks at Leah and says, without even, without Leah even saying anything, and just goes like, yeah, me too. Me too. And then she shrugs.
And on that note, my friends, that dark, grim, inquisitive note, we're going to call it a session.
All right.
Okay, we will see.
The hinges get more unhinged.
We will see you guys in 2 weeks for more of Shadows of the Lost, where I would say things are starting to come to a head, but I don't trust my players with that kind of statement.
Oh, you shouldn't.
So we look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, everybody, don't forget to love each other. And let's do our farewells, starting with me, I guess, because we're going in reverse. I've been your storyteller. The cat herder of this bunch of absolute wonderful maniacs. I do not know if we're doing a raid.
We are doing a raid. That's
we
my
will be
good
doing
idea.
a raid. Anne tells you about that. You can find me here every other week and every other Friday running a game of The Expanse over on Tales from the Table Studio. And starting on the 13th, around that time, I have a actual play series that'll be starting on my YouTube channel. More information about that to come as we go. And now, to reverse the alphabet, Rue.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary. I have been playing Rue, the absolute trashinator, this session. Thank you so much for bearing with her. I'm sorry she does not get better. She only gets worse. I look forward to seeing you all in our next session for this to find out what this absolute girl squad gets up to at a brothel. And I will pass it on to Jen.
Every time it takes me off guard. Hello. I am Jen, your not so friendly, not so local wood elf monk Thea. I can be found on Twitter at Jenburb. I mostly hang out on Girls Run These Worlds. That's just about all I do aside from this. So if you need me, I have a week full of games and a calendar full of shit. I love you all. Oh yeah, Elle.
Oh yes, it's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. I have been Elle. I have also been Leah, who is a problem and doesn't mean half of the things that they say. But, which half we'll never know. What is it? Uh-oh. And you can find me over on Twitter at Sapphic Soulful. You can find me at obviously Bardic Inspiration Network every other Wednesday right here. Hello. And I do my best to make some fun, entertaining Twitter posts for everyone. All right, and passing it over to Anne.
Hi, I'm Anne. This is my channel. I can't believe I'm allowed to have one of these. I was playing Aya, your cute little halfling ranger who exists to be cute, and no, she wasn't flirting. Um, yeah. So the VOD for this session will be up on our YouTube a week from tonight. So hopefully I will be uploading those things on time. I do a lot of stuff. Check me out on Twitter at XO_girlwonder, and I will tell you about those things. Quick overview on Thursdays, I'm a Power Ranger, except for the next 2 weeks where I'm a pony. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. And then next week, so we postponed Swords of Byrodin this week. So we are actually going to be streaming episode 4 of Swords of Byrodin this coming Monday. So that is something to look forward to. Yeah, I think that is it for me. Check out the Bard Network on Twitter for more updates and things. Hopefully, we can start to do more stuff with that. Stay tuned for the raid. We are raiding Girls Run These Worlds for their D&D campaign. Roll for luck.
Woo!
So there are people on the screen telling a really rad story. Make sure y'all show up for them and give them the same amount of hype you've been giving us. And yeah, send them some love. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Good night.